right, guys, can you raise your hand if it's your first time on the monorail? Do you have any first time? First time? Well, that doesn't count if you're a baby. You just got here. All right, guys, we're old, larger deer. That's the Bactrian deer. Recently, we're in this whole enclosure. Guys, today I've got a unique large wild spaces. Guys, you can see they're supported by a large team of veterinarians, horticulturalists, plumbers, mechanics, carpenters to domesticate it. Keep an eye out for the newest addition to our family right there. Guys, that little horse there, I believe just over 3 weeks old. Actually went extinct in the wild. It was due to a number of factors. Like that one there likes grain and hay. They know how to get the right ones moving so that the whole herd follows with. It's kind of like we're co-workers with these animals, guys. We learn each other's quirks and personalities so we can work together to female Barasingha deer. Called Barasingha, named after the male's antlers, which have between 12 to 14 points. Relationships the keepers build with the animals. It's rarely easy, but it's always worth it because it's the best. Even the peacock's laughing. All right, guys, just our animals get to make choices for themselves. Sometimes they want to stay inside, sometimes they want to come outside. Sometimes they want to participate in the training sessions, and sometimes they get positive reinforcement. That just means we reward the behaviors we're looking for. Our elephants actually participate in their own inspected. That's right, folks, our Asian elephants actually get there. So guys, I'm going to tell you my favorite animal fact in the whole animal kingdom. Look at Patty's ears. One of the ways you can tell Asian and African elephants apart is by the shape of their ears. Tell them apart in a pinch. You know, if you're ever in a situation where you have to quickly tell an Asian and African elephant apart, you can just look at their ears. You never know what you're going to get here in the Bronx. And drink up to 60 gallons of water. More than 40,000 muscles in Patty's trunk alone. All right, guys, we're going to say bye-bye to Patty. Bye-bye, Patty. And if this next when it comes out, yeah, pretty tough. The babies will stick with mom for about 2 or 3 years before going off on their own, which I guess that part's better than the 18 years humans tend to stick around. Although in 2026, I think the average of all those. Now the keepers have to go out on exhibit and scan for a read to the right, that other cluster, that large antelope back there, the largest antelope in southern Asia, the nilgai antelope. You can identify the female nilgai by the zebra-striped ankles they have. Let's see, if you see those shorter, stockier deer, those are hog deer. Now guys, here in the Bronx, we'll be moving along very shortly. Appreciate your patience. It is a busy, beautiful Saturday here at the Bronx Zoo. All right, folks. Now, in this next enclosure, we're going to Bronx traffic. All right, guys. We'll be moving along very shortly. Keep an eye out for the Chinese tufted deer throughout New York. All right, we'll be moving along very shortly. Now, the Chinese tufted deer do like to hide, especially if it's a little warmer out, so it can be tricky to see them. So if we do get to see them, it'll be a special treat here, folks. I don't see any of them. And there's a wild turkey back there, guys, not part of the zoo. That's a wild kayakers. All right, guys, we come across the river. We're going to be looking out for one of the most majestic animals in the zoo and a personal favorite of mine. Look for a type of wild mountain goat called the markhor. Just remember to stay seated on the tips of the male's horns. It's because they use their horns to scratch their own backs. That's right, a beautiful male markhor there, aura farming underneath the tree. All right, some more of them in back there. Now, the male markhor have an interesting way of showing their, we'll call it interest in the females. They stick their tongue out to the side and they kind of flop it up and down, flick it around, find it irresistible. Gotten a glimpse of what it takes to care for them here and around the world. So now it's time for the test. You didn't think I was going to let you slide, right? I got to make sure you're paying attention somehow. Elephant, red panda. Okay, that's great, guys. If you want to see some